the scales crack when you...
Oh God. It's just disgusting at this point. He's half reptile, half demon bat
He
thing.
doesn't have scales.
Don't
No
worry,
natural armor
Ballard
there.
is still as pinchable as ever.
Yeah.
Bollards. Bollards.
It's all
We've
muscle.
done that enough times. Yeah,
Okay,
it's just like
Ballard.
you can't really get any purchase. It's just like
It's just kind of like rugged skin and muscle that, you go to grab and it's just like stone attached to his face.
Whatever. Raphael still has the best butt out of all of the parties. So.
oh, you want to go?
Yeah.
Remember,
I know.
Archmage can just throw his robe off and be like, I'm roaring.
It's true.
Yeah,
he's ripped.
He's like the Rock underneath, isn't he? He just pulls it off and he's like, "Brrr. Bring it, Bollard. Arm wrestle now."
I think ironic enough, I think the Archmage is slightly stronger than Raphael.
Raphael is not strong. He's very live.
Yes.
Regardless. Well, we'll have told the Archmage that this is Ritlin's secret basement, and she keeps all her secrets here.
This is
All
the
of them.
secret to
Everyone.
secret.
And that we use it because she has spent a great deal of money toward it.
As the Archmage walks in, and basically the entire trip in here, you basically see him looking around. You're pretty sure he's basically inspecting like the quality of all the magic in the place.
It's like,
He's eventually going to turn and be like, "You suck."
it was alright, I suppose.
Break
I'll give it a
everything.
D. Slight pass.
Not really. So he got the spell for this ward from from the Empress Kalisha.
That doesn't mean we've casted it, right?
That's part of the ward. Yeah, I've got several.
Well, it was
That one's good.
Yeah.
it was a spell lost in time.
Oh.
Props on the lost spell, but the rest,
Well, all of them are Imperial
low caster
design.
level. Regardless. Let's get up. So we'll sit
Was
here.
that a puppy?
No, that was Gaming Dog being a pain. She was barking.
But yes,
Here
party.
being
What do you want to
disciplined.
discuss?
Well, we gather, sort of all looking at each other, I imagine, sort of saying, well, that was some information we gained.
Raphael
And he turns
nods.
to Alron to give him a recap.
You recap him on everything that's happened.
Just what happened in the room, yeah.
Okay then.
Asks if he was listening in.
I think it was warded, actually.
It was.
You never know with Alron, though.
No, it was.
He would inform you at the time he was keeping an eye on the Guildmaster.
Oh, yeah. Anything fun with him?
He's buying a new mine.
He's a heretic.
Another one. Yeah.
There is 2 Nairos on the map. Just saying.
Continue with your current.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he'll explain to the Archmage what happened, basically. And so I'll lean back and say, and now we have to decide what we want to do about this.
Does the Archmage know we have William?
No.
Doesn't know about William.
No. Oh. he's like several feet away from the greatest secret the Empire doesn't know about.
That, well, as far as we know.
As far as we know, yeah.
Behind a simple wooden door.
Behind
He
a simple
is the
wooden door.
Empress's mother. I mean,
Yeah. Oh God, it's just.
sure. Well, I'll sort of look to the other and say, I suppose we should bring Alrond in on everything.
Raphael.
Since that seems to be what we do now.
I know about the majority of your antics anyway.
Raphael blinks. Antics? But I was hoping it was something more than just antics.
Some of your work is entertaining.
So,
He
well,
nods. I'll take it.
yeah. Suppose you know about our ward, then.
I know there is someone.
Can you guess who?
I have ideas, though I have not. I've not confirmed it. Unfortunately, he's been notoriously hard to get a look at.
Oh, is he talking about?
He's talking about our ward, our young boy in training.
Knock knock.
Okay, we're gonna go
Sure.
straight for
Yeah,
it.
why? I mean, what the hell? We gotta bring him into this somehow.
Ah, fuck.
William
hands on weapons.
Yeah.
William opens the door. He's got like a rapier at one side.
So,
Get ready
so
for this.
smiles. There's someone you should meet, a good friend of us.
He's been having a lot lately.
Yeah.
You got his cat there.
Elrond, meet William. William, meet Elrond.
Riff kind of looks to Laurel, says through her mind, "Make sure that we don't quite tell him just. Don't tell."
I know what I'm doing.
William
Look into it.
William looks to the Archmage and give him a bow. It's nice to meet another one of everyone's friends.
We have a lot of friends.
The Archmage is looking at him very curiously.
Oh god, he recognizes him. Quick, everybody, get to the weapons ready.
What? It's the Archmage. He's a good guy.
The Archmage is fine.
You keep reassuring us that, yes.
Or if nothing else, passively neutral.
Well, now it's I guess it's now or never.
This is where the Archmage is like, "You fools! I knew this all along." Just walks over there and teleports.
My
away.
son. Who are you again?
Wrong, William.
So he smiles at William. If you want, you can go back in and fight with your rapier.
We'll likely talk to you soon again.
He nods, trying to look very confident when he does so. When you mention fighting the rapier and.
Well, she didn't want to say play because it's not play for him.
He's too old for
Growing up,
that.
he's training.
He's
I'm
training.
too old. I'm 12.
I don't play
sure.
anymore.
Well,
Of course.
in
Hi, Elrond, I'm 4 years old.
in Song of Fire and Ice, he'd technically be he'd be a young adult. By law he could have
No,
land
not a
and
young-
everything.
The problem is you're working with someone of a different race other than humans. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
kind
yeah.
Well,
of, the Archmage
Laurel
opens
sort
and
of,
closes the door shut.
look to the Archmage.
Well, he has exceptionally strong level of magic coming out of him.
Yes, Archmage should have
Ju-
given him a hard candy.
Just taking a judge by what I felt, there is 3 possibilities here.
I'm curious as to the two it isn't.
Well,
All the 3.
the first possibility is he himself is not actually a human child, which I seem to think is actually doubtful.
I
I think more likely option is possibly my second idea. The power felt oddly similar to the Imperial arms themselves. Meaning he would have to have one side of him, but not many of the Imperial arms take a vessel. So
Your
a likely option is either he is a vessel for the alternative one, or he is the vessel for the inheritance, which would make him William Arkland.
and
Slowly.
your third conclusion.
Well, no, those were 2.
I feel I'm confident. I'm quite
Risk-
confident of my second.
Riff's curious. I mean, it's just one of those.
It's gonna be like Ballard and Bridlin's child. Oh.
Sorry. Ha 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 ha! And then I kill him.
Exactly.
Riff nods, looks for the group.
I have a feeling by your reactions, I've hit the money quite well.
Well, says, yes, the second one is correct. That is indeed William Arkland, the true heir to the Empire.
You've opened a whole can of worms, haven't you? Here, or several.
Says, yes, and with the information we've recently uncovered, there are things that must be done and decided. I wanted to make sure you were one of the people deciding it. Elrond, I trust you. You've proven to be a good friend.
Which looks to you with a considering smile as he he's clearly considering. You have a feeling he's like considering every contingency of what's going to happen now.
Just leans forward and says, "We spoke to the Empress. She seems to truly regret the action she took. I believe, however, from the many things she has done during her reign, that it would be better for the Empire if she was relieved of her position."
Relieving her fully would cause other issues, unfortunately.
She will have to continue remaining there in some way. However, naming William the new emperor, ruling, of course, through a regency council, and then perhaps introducing reforms to mitigate some of the problems that have occurred with the recent civil war.
You want me to consider?
The civil war could be ended. Many of the loyalist factions around the city would be pleased.
Yes, they are everywhere.
Indeed, waiting to pounce. I see no reason to give them the chance. If the Emperor's simply...
Well, the reason they're waiting is they're looking for exactly what you have.
Indeed. However, we must have the Empress be the one to announce that she will be stepping down and allow William to take over if we want to avoid a bloodbath. And I think we do.
You don't want a coup. You want her just to resign.
Yes.
We do want a legal and a legal and peaceful transition of power. Yes, this is a matter of inheritance and succession. Yes.
The issue becomes, though, William himself. He cannot manage all the courtly duties, and even with a regency council, the regency for the court district becomes an issue.
Well, I'm sure between all of us, we can figure it out.
The situation is quite unique, I should think. I haven't gone too far back in the imperial histories, of course. There might be a precedent for this, how they have solved it in the past. If there is not, well, so it falls to us to solve it somehow. As I said, the situation is special.
In the past, they would have the Queen Mother do it, but there is not a Queen Mother alive.
Well
as it happens.
There is a chance that the Empress's mother is alive.
She has not yet been confirmed dead, and divine intervention did explain to us that some Arklans we do not know about are alive.
I am pretty confident in saying that even if the Empress's mother was still alive, she's at the end of her life at this point.
So slowly and says, "What if? Of course, this is unprecedented. However, what if another were to take the mother position of William?"
Me!
My own dear mother has taken a liking to him through his time here, and I think it is mutual. She would be able to take good care of him as he grew up and ensure that he has a safe place and a good motherly figure to look up to.
So certainly acting as that in the sense of raising him would be fine, though it does not help the issue of regency still.
Raphael slowly nods and says, what you're suggesting, Laurel, is more of a wet nurse kind of role, yes?
Yes.
Someone to help him.
I'm not sure I understand the problem then.
We're looking for generally the Empress or Emperor, the King and Queen. They judge over the court districts. Am I right? And
correct. Generally, it's the spouse, unless there is no spouse, in which case it's the ruler who does it.
And
could the Regency Council not do this as a group?
A council could try, but it would take up much of the time of the entire council to act as judge all the time.
Griff nods and says, "From what I've seen, it's a full-time job, not just Lord Mayoring. You're there to judge."
We would certainly transition into a rather different phase than what we are now. If we are to create such a council, all of us would most likely have to be involved in the running of the empire, basically all the time. Yes.
Riff nods.
Oh, much.
It'd be quite a large transition. There'd be multiple things to deal with. Because without a ruling king, we would have to take all the responsibilities for him with none of us having the training for such.
Or if not,
As I'm sure between all of us, we are a very diverse group.
How would
With
we...
the general and perhaps even the dear Miss Stonehammer, we would have even more diversity. I imagine the council would be high-ranking members of nobility, those who have protected William reasonably. She looks to Raphael and Ballard. Says, and of course the Lord Mayors who are here regardless, and other most important members of society. Beyond that, I think an early mitigation to please the many nobles who would feel that they should have been on the ruling council themselves would be to make a new chamber where legislation can be discussed by many of the nobility. These changes should be announced early on, but of course worked through before enacted.
You are suggesting a sort of House of Lords, yes? A
Oh,
form
nonsense. I think it might be necessary in order to ensure the long-term stability of the realm.
Your biggest hurdle here right now, though, is getting the Empress to peacefully just remove herself.
Almost.
Because if she resists at all, that's going to cause echoing levels of issues for you.
Another reason for why I think we should, we might need. If we could speak to her about this and reveal this plan to her in your dominion, her tantrum would be somewhat halted.
She would still have power, though admittedly not as much as she has in her home.
So for Raphael frowns. I do dislike if she perceives it as that we are actually blackmailing her. It would be very problematic. Is there any neutral place we could actually meet that is not a home arena to either of us? Not her council chamber, not the plane. Is there any other place? Because we're basically gonna discuss like something very explosive, and we don't want to be on her home turf. She doesn't want to come on our home turf. Could we get like a neutral place somewhere?
I thought about the Archmage's plane, but
we could. It's far off, but we could certainly go
about the neutral island of colonies.
Yeah, we could go to Neutral Isle and discuss
we
it.
teleport there.
We can.
Flying there seems pointless.
The Archmage does know the island decently well.
All right, good. You can teleport it there.
He has some colleagues working there right now.
Good. Laurel's very interested in some of their little work. That's, however, is for another time.
He knows this great engineering dwarf. Worked with him.
Yes, I tried to get him over here, but he was not interested.
He's a stubborn old man.
I think Neutral Isle might be a good compromise.
Other than this, who knows how the rest of the nobility are going to take this? They generally dislike regencies anyway, but regencies into regencies.
I feel that if we are to do this, are we to bring William as proof?
Not yet.
We would have
he
to.
will
at
have
some
to be
point.
brought out. He will have to sit the throne and have to wear the crown.
Yeah.
No, before
To
we
prove
do
that we have him. She means.
to the Empress.
No. No.
She's never to meet him?
I think
She
she
is,
has
but
to.
not before she has agreed.
Well, I think when she is to meet him, to bring Karun, since he is a swan sword to William to protect him.
I think she will be. I think she needs to see him, because she might just think that we're bluffing or something. Like it gives way more impact, I think, if she actually sees him while we are like.
Then we need to talk to him first.
Yes.
Talk to who first?
You need to drop that bomb on
William.
someone
William.
else.
We need to drop the bomb on William.
He's the one who is gonna be the most. It's like you're wizard, Harry.
if
It's that moment in his life.
Yeah.
if in all
I still-
fairness, he could just turn around and say, "I'm not doing it."
Nope.
We physically can't make him do it. We can't torture him. We can't do anything. to make him do
You
anything.
brought up
When you say
torture.
we can't,
He's
I mean-
immune to that bullshit.
Have
We
you
are to talk
heard
to
of my
William. I
basement?
think that William's brother should be here to give him back up.
William's brother? What?
Yeah, Karun.
Yeah, I think bringing
it's
Kulrun is
hard for
probably
us,
a fairly good idea.
Having
will we ever
Karun, yeah.
reveal to the Empress that where we found William?
I think we
think-
should.
I think
We might
after.
have to.
The Archmage smirks at this comment as he looks towards Laurel.
We might have to. I don't think it will change too much. I don't know.
If she asks,
It
I
might
don't
change
think we should lie.
like William's opinion of her.
Yeah, and I don't really. That's not going to help us
No.
Yeah, I think keeping it
because
as
we
quiet
want
as we
to. We want to avoid bloodshed and
Before
hatred.
he's older.
Yeah.
We should probably just, if she asks, where did we find him? Just go, we'll explain another time, possibly.
It's not important, really.
It's not
it's-
important right now.
The important thing is that we've actually found him.
We also have Imperial arms, by the way.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
that's also another thing we
But
need to tell
that's,
her.
that's you
That's a
know,
minor detail. We give them to William in his custody once that
Yeah.
actually happens.
I thought we were going to destroy them.
Yeah, but we need to gather them
Eventually,
all
We
anyway.
need to gather them all before we can destroy
And
them.
at that point, he'll be like old enough that he'll be like, yes, we should destroy them. For the good of the realm.
Mm.
Hopefully.
but it's basically years in the future anyway.
Yeah. But yeah. So I guess the first thing we have to do is talk to William.
Now?
I think this is going to be a
When?
process over. I think at first he's going to be like,
Gotta drop the bomb sometime.
Are we going to do it now?
He will have questions.
we probably should have Kulrun here, so maybe summon Kulrun.
Well,
What?
I-
Why?
Because if he's going to freak out, at least he
Has
has
his
somebody
brother-
he can remember
But-
as a child.
Well,
Does
It doesn't,
he remember
though.
Karun?
It doesn't.
He
though.
doesn't remember
no,
him
he
at all.
doesn't. No,
No,
too
but
young at
Karun-
the time.
but Karun
No.
is his brother. I feel that it
Yeah,
would
but
be
that
best
would
he
be
is.
super weird.
Yeah,
to
but he
him.
doesn't know.
Like
he doesn't know
now,
that.
talk to this complete stranger who's your
No, that's
brother.
not what
Like,
I'm
oh,
saying.
God.
It's as moral support.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that Kulrun's his brother.
No, but Karun would want only the best for William.
Yeah, but,
but so
for
do we.
moral support, it means he's not going to get any moral support from Kulrun any more than he is from us.
I mean,
I don't
he-
even
spent more
think
time.
Elrond should be here when we tell him. Just because he would want people he knows.
You know,
If anything, Miss Arkenbrack is going to be more use than Kulrun
Yeah,
for moral
That's
support.
a good idea.
She's going to be more of a moral support than Kulrun would be because
gonna hug
she's
him and
spent
say,
like
"There,
all
there."
the time. Yeah.
Pet his hair when he cries.
Yeah.
She's spent all the time with him.
Refreshments?
Mother,
We need you for a thing.
also looks at her sort of a little tired. You know, he speaks to his mother in a way he doesn't speak to anybody else.
And he's
With respect.
You know, it's a little bit sort of embarrassing for many, but he's gotten over it. They've seen it many times. We have decided that William must know who he is.
She pauses for a moment, puts down the tray of food.
And that soon enough he will have to rise and take the position he was born to fill.
It is a terrible fate for someone so young, but we are now in a position where we don't have much choice anymore.
I guess I should prepare for a change in education for him.
It's,
Riff nods and says, I'm sure we can gather some books. Shrugs. I think you'll need to study as well as him.
Well, what he needs is first he needs to survive survive emotionally the bomb, and then when he is getting more comfortable with the idea, we need to start educating him in
we're
like
all
everything.
going to go in there and like surrounding him.
No. Let's invite
Super
him out.
intimidating.
Let's invite him out. Make sure all the doors are locked.
And go back into his safe space when he needs to.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
he's gone.
Yeah, we just...
Oh, he's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, he's teleported.
He dug out with a spoon.
He dug out with a spoon. Yeah, really?
You never looked under the carpet.
I never looked under the carpet. God
I
damn
suppose
it.
we should bring him out.
I suppose.
Well, he's not here.
Is he legit not there?
Well, the concerns is,
What?
Is
it what?
What?
what do you mean?
I mean, there's no William in here.
All can see invisibility.
Yeah.
William?
You'll hear a snicker from around the corner.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it. Don't you run away.
Riff
She
Larson
does-
says he's done that a couple
Bag.
times.
She ruffles his hair and smile. We have something to tell you.
You should probably bring the cat.
Yeah, bring the
Bring
cat.
the cat.
Bring kittens.
Yeah.
William has a kind of guilty look on his face as he walks towards you.
Oh god, what's he done?
What? What's up?
Thinks we're gonna confront him about like stealing a cake or something like that.
Oh no, he might be listening. Oh.
So he looks at him. What's the matter?
I pooped on the carpet.
Shut up.
I was mixing together some ingredients like Laurel taught me to in the past, and I may have heard a few things she said. He's kind of like twitching his fingers right now, just like not sure what to say.
Riff
just
just
chuckles.
What did you hear?
So he puts a hand on his head. It's all right. Come on. None of us are angry. You're supposed to know anyway. And it's a good thing you started doing alchemy again.
Well, not.
He's been trying for
I
ages.
try, every,
Practice.
I try every now and again.
Oh.
Sometimes I cause a bit of a mess. Looks to
Well, not.
Looks
It's
like-
a mess can turn into a fortune. Time.
So,
A mess can turn into a bubbling
Just his
cauldron of
wings.
death.
Yeah, that was a freaking mess.
Now, William, we have some very big things to tell. Get him a chair.
Yeah,
Get him a chair.
Yeah,
know-
it was just grabbing.
Oh.
No. That door is staying shut because that's like the gateway to the arms.
Raphael gives him his chair. He leans against the wall.
he's
That's a
sitting
good
on a
idea.
chair. He's
He
sitting
just
on a
sits-
chair.
Got a chair from his room.
Oh, okay.
We should look around. Looks as well, we should get him something to eat, like comfort food.
Go make us food, wench.
Wench!
Not
Make
really.
food.
She's cool.
She is.
She's
how,
basically my mom too.
How are you coming along?
He looks quite lost as he's kind of like looking down at his hands. He's kind of like twitching for a second. Maybe I heard things wrong. Can you like say it again?
You're a wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
How are you doing, William?
Okay. He seems quite quite confused about something right now.
Now, why don't you tell us?
Just surrounded
what
by a
you
bunch of
heard?
old people.
Hey,
I mean,
hey,
So
hey.
he's 17.
I mean, we are a group of adults who are keeping a little boy and a cat
it's
locked in the basement
If you
away
think
from
about
his
this,
family.
if you
Like,
think about this logically, this is really sadistic of us. We're
No,
we're
it's-
keeping a young child locked up in a basement that is magically warded for any form of magical transportation,
it's for his own good.
keeping him away from his family.
Well, he's on
Kill him.
this lunatic, so I think that's a good idea.
But regardless, why don't you tell us what you think you heard, William?
Well, you mentioned about me taking the throne. Apparently, he seemed to say that clearly like he doesn't believe it himself what he heard.
Says, what else did you hear?
He pauses for a moment. I don't know, some stuff about a council. I'm not entirely sure what that meant.
Okay.
He seems
We'll
very,
always be there to support you, William.
he seems very lost and confused and not sure. Like he's clearly out of his comfort zone right now.
Remember when we took you to the airship and you got to see from up high over the city?
He nods.
Yeah, well, that's yours.
Did you like the look of the city?
He nods again.
Well, good, because it's yours now. No.
I mean, that's basically what we're getting to, but
Raphael
Yeah.
smiles, looks at William and says, William, do you remember in the story with the lost prince, the one who got disappeared, the dragon took him prisoner? He smiles. The prince was very sad, you recall. People searched for him and no one saw. But, in the end, after the hero conquered the dragon and saved the prince from his clutches, he was brought back to the people and was much rejoiced. Even though few remembered him, they all loved him in the end. He smiles. This is basically like the story. You have been gone for a long time, William. A very long time. People don't know you at the moment, but they will love you. And like the prince, you have a kingdom.
waiting for you.
He seems to gulp at that, and
Riff puts like a hand on like his knee and says, "It's okay. We will always be here to help you.
You're not alone in this.
To guide you. That was the council part that you heard. To help you and guide you, officially we need a role, and that would be the role. Otherwise, the
You have a
people
good
would be
heart,
confused.
William.
And you have a heroic destiny, I do believe. It is scary, it is big and incomprehensible for you. But we are here to help. He smiles also.